Hey everyone, it's Melissa. I go by Stitching Liz here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. It would mean so much to me if you would follow me in both places. Thanks so much for joining me today. Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you're new. So I talked to you about my stitchy bug a little bit last time. If you have seen that video, if you haven't, go and check it out. So today what we're going to be doing is trying to spark a little inspiration to get my stitchy bug back. And one of the ways that I thought I could do that is cozying up my stitching space. So I thought it would be fun to find a pillow, a blanket, maybe a couple of little things to put on my table that I stitch on. And so we're going to Home Goods to find some of those things. And while I shop, I'm going to talk to you about some of the reasons I think my stitchy bug has been waning. So let's go inside and see what we can find, and let's talk about that stitchy bug. So let's talk about what I've been thinking about why I might be losing my stitchy bug right now. And I don't know if you noticed, but at the end of last year, I kind of set a lot of plans and some rules for myself. And I am the queen of mood stitching. And so I don't feel the freedom to do what I want to do right now. And I think that's inhibiting my stitchy bug. So some of the plans that I set, for example, were 25 projects to work on in 2025. I decided to do a project that had a monthly block, the Little Dove year, and that would have to be stitched monthly. I was set to do the Stitcher's alphabet, and I would have to do 2 blocks of that per month. And then I started my low buy year, where I set things that I would not buy for cross stitch this year and rules about what I would allow myself to buy, such as 5 charts only this year or 5 pieces of fabric only this year. The other thing that has been occurring is that at the end of last year, I started designing some cross stitch designs and selling them in my Etsy shop. And to put my listings up in Etsy, I've had to stitch my designs. Now, I usually enjoy this, but I started to feel like it was an obligation. And so what happens to me, and I don't know if this happens to you, but when I have obligations and rules and plans, I start to shut down. Instead of just ignoring them, I feel this tremendous weight to follow them, but I don't want to. I want to do what I want to do. So instead of doing what I want to do, I feel the weight of the obligation and I feel guilty not doing what I said I was going to do. And I end up doing nothing. This happens to me in a lot of areas in my life, not just stitching. But I think it's really difficult when you set plans and goals for yourself and you don't have the freedom to do what you want to do, or don't feel like you have the freedom to do what you want to do. And being such a gigantic mood stitcher where I stitch what I want based on my mood, I kind of lost that ability when I gave myself these plans and goals and rules. So I think what I need to do to reignite my stitchy bug a little bit is grant myself permission to stitch whatever I want, whenever I want, and to have the stitchy space that I want to have that makes me feel cozy and comfortable and excited to stitch. Sometimes I just sit on the edge of my chair and stitch like it's an emergency. I don't settle in. I don't get comfy. I don't know why I do that. Stitching should be something that you relax and enjoy, something that's cozy and comfy. So I think that going forward, what would be really important for me is to reevaluate what I really want to do. I really think I like having a capsule stash, but that aligns with my values of minimalism. And so I think that's why I like that. My other rules, I think I need to reevaluate. So going forward, that's what I'll do, and I'll let you know how it's going. So we're about to head on home now. We've got all our things. I can't wait to show you what I got. Let's get in our car and head home on this rainy day. Okay, so we're back from Home Goods, and I'm going to show you what I got. So let's start with a candle. So nothing more cozy, atmospheric than a candle. This one is white sage scented. DW Home is the brand. It smells really good. I like the smell and I like the color of the jar. It's a 1-wick candle. So I got that for my stitchy table. I got this, which you may have seen in the video. This is a little cup and it's covered in cats. I love cats, and I'm going to use this for an Ort jar on my stitchy table. I got this pink mug with all of these cats on it. It's microwave and dishwasher safe. And this is so I can have a cozy drink while I stitch. So this is for me to have as something for comfort while I stitch. Another thing for my stitchy table is this plant. It's fake. I think it looks pretty good for a fake plant. I like the color. I couldn't have a real plant on my stitchy table. There's just no light where my stitchy table is, no sunlight. So I'm a fan of fake plants when they can look pretty nice and cheer you up. And the next thing I got is this tray. I'm going to use this to hold my highlighter, my notions, my scissors, my needle, those things on my stitchy table. And then for my chair, I got this pillow. It's kind of a light blue teal color, and it's a rectangular shape. It's nice and cushy and soft. So we're gonna put that on my stitchy chair. And to go with that, I found this blanket. So it's like a knit crochet type blanket. It's, I believe, Martha Stewart brand, and it matches the pillow almost exactly perfectly in color. So we'll have this to wrap up with and keep comfy. And the last thing I got is to put on the wall across from where I stitched, so I'll be looking at this. I saw this canvas and I couldn't resist because it's got the house plants. I don't know if you know this, but I'm trying to cultivate real house plants. I'm not having a ton of luck, but I'm trying to keep some of them alive. So I kind of feel drawn to the house plants. And the cat, of course, look at the face of the cat. So blissful. So we're gonna hang this up across from my stitchy chair so I can look at it. So let's get set up and then I'll show you the final product. Okay, so this is my view from my chair. You can see I have the cat canvas up. And then panning down, we have my stitchy table. So we've got our plant, our candle lit, our Ort jar on our tray, some scissors, highlighters, a pen. So my stitchy table is all ready to go. And then I'm sitting in my chair And there are my pillow and blanket. Okay, so that was really fun. I had a good time. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this gave you some inspiration of something you could do to ignite your stitchy bug again. Um, this is giving me a small spark. I feel like I have a refreshed space that's cozy and nice to try and stitch again. So I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for being here. Bye-bye.